I've got an album that's coming out on Valentine's Day of this year, and it's called The Love Story. Basically, the whole idea of the album is that from top to bottom, it tells a continuous story. So, you know, the second song is a continuation from the first, and it tells a story of a couple who they go out to eat. It's kind of like, you know, just friends, and they get to know each other, and a relationship comes, and kind of everything that spirals out of that. But it's meant to be kind of a conscious, like, more thought-provoking album. I just got out of a relationship, you know, maybe 5 months ago, something like that. So some of the things from the album are pulled from things that I went through, personal experiences, and just things I've learned over time, and yeah.
She's my Bonnie and I'm Clyde too. Quick little note for the folks it applies to. Don't mind us, cause we don't mind you. I got my girl.
I've been doing music my whole life. You know, I kind of picked up on it early as a kid. My dad like taught me guitar when I was like 5 years old, something like that. And then as time went on, you know, I got more into rap, changed my music style, and I would say I started rapping when I was 13, 14 years old, something like that. I didn't start taking it really serious until later years of high school or like early years of college, you know what I mean? My older brother, he's 31 right now. He actually went to music school in Florida, and he was, you know, really good at guitar, and he kind of like taught me a lot as well. So I can remember being a kid looking up to him and being like, oh, I want to be like my brother. I want to be a rock star when I'm older. And, you know, like driving around, like even in like a car seat with my mom, like singing to the radio saying like, Mom, I want to be a rock star. And I was just like 4 years old then probably. So it came on at a very young age. On my SoundCloud, actually, I leave up like all my old music that I made when I was like 14 years old, and I still let people go back and like listen to that. A lot of people like delete their old music that was bad, but I leave it up because it's nice to hear the progress of how it changed. I'm trying. A lot of motherfuckers wanna hate for real. No mind, cause I'm paid for real. Cake on my plate and I take the bill. And this place feeling great, but it ain't the hills. Better head to the coast like a Navy SEAL. Make an album that'll make a mill. Please just wait till I break the seal. There's definitely been a lot of positives and negatives from the pandemic. I was just talking to someone about that the other day. Like, with all the venues and the clubs and the bars shut down, live performances have just been like none. So that has been hindering a little bit because I can't go out and do shows and stuff. But at the same time, like, all this time being inside and, you know, kind of not going out has given me more time to focus on actually, you know, sitting down, making music, getting albums done, and kind of working on myself as an artist. I just started an LLC. It's called First Man Records. Right now, it's not fully developed for like the vision that I have for it. In the future, I do have plans to grow it into more than just that. I do want to have a collective of people, you know, different artists, different managers, to give them a foundation to like build themselves with. But like I said, it's got a long time to build and it's not quite there yet.
Worked up, it worked out. Now I'm the one that they all heard about. They heard about. I tell my family.
Creativity is not something that can be tapped into at a constant. It definitely comes in waves, you know. Some things inspire you, some things uninspire you. Even for me, like the way that I eat, or the way that if I work out consistently, or if I get enough sleep, like those things affect my creativity. So yeah, it definitely has times where it comes and goes. Music has like a power that can change your emotion, take you to a new emotion. It's like so powerful in how it makes you feel, and it's definitely more powerful whenever you're in a crowd of people that are connecting with that and feeling the same thing. And I went to a Lil Wayne concert when I was like 17 years old, and like the energy that was in there, and like just seeing that, every time I go to a live show, that's an inspiration, because like just seeing that and like feeling all the energy, it's like, man, like I just want to be the guy that's up there on the stage putting on a show. On a grand scale, I think music has a huge influence on society, like especially kids. Like kids are very susceptible to music, like you see with like TikTok and all these things, or the youth is very susceptible. But for me personally, I'm not like a mega name in music, so I'm not like affecting the youth that much. I would say, you know, still the people that listen to my music, I hope that they can get a message from it. I hope that they can find something in it that helps them, you know. Whether I'm helping 1,000,000 people or 3 people, I definitely hope that it has a positive effect on people. It's definitely an outlet for me. I would say it's had a huge effect on my life. I mean, it's like a big part of my personality, who I am. It's definitely a place that I go to relieve stress. Sometimes when you get things built up and you just want to, you know, punch a wall or yell at something, like my form of that is making a song and putting it down. So it's been a huge part of my life.
Next minute they'll be done with you. Got some problems to discuss with you, cause I meditate while all the liars around me, but still I'm supplying the truth. So many questions, I sit in my room like, what does it take to inspire?